Hey guys, this is a 6-band puzzle ring, and this ring is actually the 6-1N puzzle ring from puzzlejewelry.com. In this video I'll show you how to solve your 6-band puzzle ring. So what we should always do first is check what the ring looks like on the face. So what we have is an X here formed by 2 of the bands, and then the other 4 bands basically form these outer edges here. So we've got 1, 2 up there and 1, 2 down there. Let's take a look at the rest of the ring. Okay, let's pull it apart and then put it back together. So what we want to do is start with 4 of the bands, and the easiest way to find them is just to pick up any of the 6 bands, and then you'll find that 2 of the bands are linked through 4 of the bands, and it's these 4 that are together that we want to start with here. So just take hold of one of those 4 bands, and you'll see that it's actually it's in the shape of an arrow that points out to the right hand side of the screen. And then next, bring up another one of those 4 bands. That'll sit against that first band, and then what you want to do is bring up the other 2 bands from the bottom so they sit on this side. One like this, and one like this. So what you end up with is this diamond kind of shape here. So here at Puzzle Jewelry we continue to hold these 4 bands between thumb and index finger, bring them to the side, and then we've got these 2 bands left. So you'll find that these 2 bands actually look different because one of them has a smooth surface on the face up there, and the other band has this groove in the face. It's not smooth the whole way across. There's a groove in there. So what we want is for this band with the groove to be sitting where this band is, closest to the index finger. So the easiest way to do this is just to turn the whole ring clockwise, and then we have the band with the groove sitting closest to the index finger. So what we want to do is turn that band so that it's sitting on a diagonal line straight through the middle of that diamond shape. It should be sitting on a diagonal line that kind of goes on an axis from the top right of the screen to the bottom left of the screen. And we want to bring the other band around and place it over the top there so that we can see an X straight through this diamond shape. Now when turned to its side, they should look like this. So they should sit flush against each other, just like that. If they don't, they will look like this. So you'll still see the X, but they will look like this. So what we need to do, if your ring looks like this, is take the band that has that groove, bring it up and over the other 4 bands, like that. Turn your ring clockwise, like this, and take the ring with the groove in it again, position it on that diagonal angle, going that way. Take the other band, place it over the top of that groove, and you should see an X through that diamond shape. So when we turn it to the side, these 2 bands should sit flush against each other, just like this. So what we want to do next is let go of these 4 bands up here, and we'll start to thread them through that X in there. So start with the band closest to your right and position it so that it's sitting further into the ring than the other 3 bands, and thread it through. Then bring it down like this against, so it sits against the other 2 bands. Now turn the ring clockwise and take the band furthest to the right, which is this one. Position it so that it's sitting further into the ring than the other 2 bands. Like this, and then thread it through and bring it down like that. And now turn your ring clockwise again, take the band to the right, position it further into the ring than the band on the left. What you may find is that these 4 bands down here may need to separate a little, just to allow this band to be threaded through like this. And don't force any of the bands through each other, because you may end up damaging them, you may end up bending one of them. We don't want to do that. Just gently jiggle it. Let these guys separate a little bit without falling apart, and then bring it down. What you might find with this ring at this stage is that this band won't want to come in and meet the other bands, until this band has gone in. So we'll turn the ring clockwise and then thread this band through. You'll see that these bands are parting quite a bit. Thread it all the way through. And make sure it's sitting on top of the other bands in there. See how it's sitting above the others? And then bring it down, and you'll find the bands will all come against each other nicely. Just like this, they'll sit flush against each other. There's your completed 6-band puzzle ring.